Hello, welcome to Strat Chat. My name's Martin, and we are beginning episode 6 on this fine Wednesday evening of our playthrough as Bohemia. And really, we are Bohemia. We're really not thinking of spreading much beyond it. In fact, if we look at the kingdom title here, we exactly control Bohemia. Westphalia is the actual kind of empire, potentially, if we were going to do something like that. But the plan is not to do that. The plan is to develop Bohemia so that it's making loads and loads of money and just have a lot of fun exploring some of the features of tours and tournaments when I've got tons of money and I can afford to do it. So we've got a couple of issues here. So we've still got our king now, King Borivoch of Bohemia, and he's got a lot of children, but it's fine because we've sorted out the succession very cleverly. So the only thing we're going to lose is the Duchy of Moravia, which goes to my second son, and I'm a king, so he will remain within my realm. He'll be my vassal. Now, he's actually a reasonable leader. I don't think there's much point in having him on the learning focus. Let's change him to the stewardship focus because he's going to be a vassal. He's never going to be the person, unless something happens to his older brother, he's never going to be the one trying to keep the learning going. Who is his... Oh, I got the Archbishop because I was kind of hoping that he might encourage him into the church. Right, let's sack the Guardian. I need to get back to. I think I may have lost a little bit of opinion with the Archbishop there, which is never good. Never good. Right, who's going to educate this child? So we really, I suppose, I think it doesn't matter. Let's just get somebody with very, very high stewardship, a level 4 stewardship thing. I mean, it could be the Queen. I mean, it makes a lot of sense it being the Queen. It could be my own daughter. The Queen has got slightly higher learning, and she is going to be around for longer, but she doesn't have an intelligence trait. My sister does. Thing is, I'm going to be marrying her next. And looking into... Yeah, okay. Do you know what? She can be around for a little while. You'll see what my plan is with Princess Richiza in just a moment. Okay, he's being educated. That's really, really good. Okay, let's look at my oldest son, who needs to get married. Okay, so I was playing a little bit around with this earlier. So what I think I want to do is I want an inheritable trait. I don't think I need to do a grand wedding. It's not adding anything here. I'm not seeing anybody new appearing. This lady would give me, she's only 16, she'd give me beautiful as a potential to create some really, really special. I mean, obviously he's not quite old enough yet. He's only 12, so it's another 4 years yet. But we could potentially produce beautiful, intelligent children, which would be pretty amazing. She herself would give me a relatively insignificant alliance, and she's okay. She's okay. Lustful is good. High chance of having children. That's what we want, isn't it? High chance of having children. Diligent. So we want to spread our dynasty out. So let's just see who else there is, okay? Because obviously Khadija would be good, but do you know what? She's not. Do you know what? None of them are Catholics. This is the first Catholic. High chance of having children, same benefits, awful stewardship. I mean, I've got to bear in mind that she doesn't come with an alliance. Yeah, right, we'll have her. Should we do a grand wedding just for the kind of experience of it? No, we don't need a grand wedding yet. Okay, so I have done his marriage. Let's look at Rashida. So plan really of her is to marry someone who isn't landed, take a dukedom for them, and give it to him. So it's got to be a matrilineal marriage. Let's reset defaults here. So we've got a matrilineal marriage. And we really want somebody, not such a big age gap, so 25 maximum. What if it was grand? Right, it's added in this chap here. I mean, amazing stats. Okay, he's deceitful, chaste. Chaste I don't like. Deceitful I'm not mad on. Who's this one? Right, so he's humble, diligent. I like this guy. I like this guy. He's not bringing any traits, but if I get rid of grand wedding, he would still come. Okay. So my idea is they marry, and Caddo, I will make a duke from somewhere and make him independent. So probably somewhere like this, Silesia or Apollonia. Something that's not Catholic. So he can convert them. I'll make him independent and it'll set a line of the family. Right, does he have... He has one claim. County of Fermo. He's a Catholic. Right, we'll send that proposal. So I think that'll be a good marriage. Okay, so we got three of our children. We just organised their marriages. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. Right, do we want to go to anything? So I want a grand tour. We're going to need more money. Right, now, I can have an additional holding. A few thoughts, okay, about this guy here. So he doesn't like me. I could demand conversion. If I revoke his title, it's fine, okay, because he's of the wrong religion. It's fine. If I convert him, will he? Because the problem I'm actually going to get held up because this is tribal. I'd like to get this off him, and I'd like it to stop being tribal. I don't want to spend 500. If I get him to convert, maybe. Okay, right. Let's demand conversion. Okay, let's see what happens with that. Now I've got some money, so let's think about. Okay, this is one place that's not up to 100%, I think. Yeah, Pelpulsen, but that's actually being converted by my very capable marshal right now. Right, so the place we need to be building is in my capital, Prague. Okay. Excellent. I accept, so he's become a Catholic. Okay, that's good news. Mines are on the way. Now, Prague itself is one of the best, isn't it? Because I've got another 1, 2, 3. Or build them as cities, because that way we'll increase the development. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. I could certainly just build one more castle and get my holding up to 7. And I don't need to take this off this chap at all. I mean, this Radic, I mean, he's 82. He's going to die. 83. He does have a daughter. I can't, if I try to revoke it from him, I think everyone will go nuts. Okay, on decline. Right, so I don't want another war like that. Okay, so, right, I think we're just going to hit play and we're going to see where we go. What kinds of wars can I do? I could do a holy war for a county. Why can't I do a holy war for a duchy? Because my devotion is so absolutely atrocious. Okay. Right, is my son going to be a little bit more devoted? Yeah, no, he has no sins. I mean, he doesn't have any that are like positives religion-wise either. But my son has no sins. So, okay, he's going to be the one that does that kind of thing. We're saving up to do a grand tour. And I think we're going to need a few hundred. I'm being raided. Okay, right, have they got any money on them? Yeah. Are they strong? No. As you may regret this, boys. Did it get raided? It got raided. Okay, I got 40. 20 of that was my own. Oh, we'll build this. Thing is, I want somewhere with a barracks. Because the barracks adds 20% to stationed infantry. Okay, we're going to have farms and fields here. And then later on we're going to have, next thing is going to be the barracks. Okay. Befriend, respect and admiration. This is the guy that I want as my steward. Only on 47%. Okay, so this will give me an extra 5% with my scheme power, getting me above 50, which is all right. Or I can focus on accomplishments and he just likes me more. Yeah, the scheme power is what we want. Or admired feats. That's just selfish, right? So let's go for this one. So I really want to get this guy. Oh, but this gives me 10 progress. 10 opinion. Right, at the moment, how easy is it to invite him to court? Not at all. Okay. So let's do that, which is going to increase the chance, hopefully, of him coming. You bought another building. You're supposed to be saving up for a grand tour. Okay, this is how. So this ends my scheme. I'm really, really sad. I really want this guy. He's worth getting. 29 is out of this world. Okay, let's try and sway him. 50-50, and then I can move up my lodging standards. Got some good children in my dynasty. This is going to be a playthrough about dynasties. So he's minus 35, and I think I only have the capacity to increase it 20. Yeah, I only have the capacity to increase it by 20, and then we'll be quite close. I don't know what we're going to do then. I think we'll still be 5 short. Right, he's his liege's champion. Any chance of murdering the old guy? 65 isn't terrible, is that? Do I know anyone? Do I know anyone in his court? Right, let's try and murder him anyway. Spy master on it. And let's put her on court intrigue. Okay, loads of people. I've got the pastures. Loads of people have joined the scheme. We're on 95%. Okay. Right, let's just hold our breath and hope he dies. Oh, I think I need to start being really worried, you know. I mean, Hungary's on my borders. It's huge. Right, let's extort subjects. Or I can have 190. Everyone loses 10 opinion of me. For 190, we'll go for it. It's minus 74. Anyone who's wondering, and I know at least one person is wondering, I think it was Chris, wasn't it, that said, when your faith is going down like that all the time, do you actually sort of kind of get demoted to the next level of faith? I don't think so. I don't think so. It just makes it really difficult for you to move up, I think, really. We'll have to wait for this money to come back up, but we're actually earning 10 a turn now. It's because this is constructed. Knights and peasants. Okay, so is this the murder? Time for a good old-fashioned mob rule. 95% chance he's killed. Okay, yeah. Okay, High Chieftain Samato is dead, beaten and trampled by his own subjects. Okay. Okay, so he's hers now. I think I can still do this. I can do it. I don't think murdering that poor chap helped me at all. He's going to be like too old by the time I get him, isn't he? I can't get him. I can get another 20 by raising the quality of my lodgings, but I can't befriend him until 92. That's a very long way off. What a huge amount of energy I've invested in getting this chap. Let's see if I can get a hook on him. I mean, you know, you never know. I seriously need to be worried about this, though. Right, the Hungarians, these are Catholics. If I click on religion, it's all Catholic. I mean, they're not insanely powerful, but they're a lot more powerful than I am. This is who we should be swaying. So she don't murder us. There's loads of people I should be swaying. Or even better, no, my Archbishop. Everybody hates me. It's like literally fighting against the current. It should be a much higher than that. Okay. Right. I think I need to die. Right, let's do a tour. Let's do a grand tour, and then we'll look into seeing if I can die. Okay. Grand tour. I want a taxation tour. 120. Okay. I better take someone. Hire some mercenary guards. Okay. Let's just go for justice. Let's go on it then. Okay, grand tour. See what happens. Okay, time's come to part for my grand tour of Bohemia. Court is packed, ready, raring to go. First stop will be my cousin, Count Stromgier's castle over in Litomerice. Well, I know you don't like me very much. I look forward to helping the people contribute to the nation's wealth by any means available. The Kingdom of Bohemia's subjects should certainly not have any surplus hidden from the Crown after the tour is concluded. Okay, next destination in 6 days. Okay, we've got a little event. Okay. Journeying through Slaney, I pass a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open, and its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. This chap here. Come in, O mighty king, I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. Strange man has piqued my interest. So I can spend 20 and lose a significant amount of stress. I don't think I'm stressed. No. Gain a significant amount of stress. And then there's a 50-50 chance that I get a good result or a bad result. This one loses me. So I can kill him. I gain piety, dread, and lose. I feel terrible. Let's just kill him. Here we are. Castle of Litamerice. Receive a welcome from the worthy of receive a welcome worthy of a king at the gate of Count Stromgia's castle in Litamerice. My coffer wagon and tax collectors making the goal of my visit clear. It's a rare opportunity to join myself in the good company of a son of the house of Premier Slid. Stromger explains the planned evening banquet, promising entertainment, victuals and offer, will near the standards of my own court dinners. Right, so I'm gaining piety, losing stress, and he gets to like me a little bit more. Okay, so the development progress in the county has increased, which is a benefit to my vassal, but indirectly to me too. Okay, so these are things mostly going on between other people. Right, here we go. Life as a king brings all manner of magnificent and fanciful food to my plate, but lately I've grown tired of these same flavours and textures. I desire the outrageous, the exotic. To one side of me I see a pomegranate cake, on the other are boiled vegetables. What if I were to take these two distinct flavours and taste them all at once? So I could not be so bold, no immediate effect, or a worthwhile experiment. 50% I lose stress, I'm not stressed, but I gain a successful food experiment, a small health boost, or 50% a negative result. Well, let's go for this then. Oh my word. So I emerge from my slumber after another peaceful night staying with the Count. As I regain consciousness, I feel something heavy beside me that wasn't there before. I feel the familiar touch of a woman gliding her fingers inquisitively across my breast. The gift is certainly unexpected, but is it really such a pleasant thing to wake up to? Who is she? Just a wandering, gracious blackguard. She's very beautiful. A wonderful way to wake up. That can be my attitude. I grow closer to forming the Count grows closer to forming a friendship with me. I gain 15 opinion of him, lose a lot of stress, and I lay with Olga Ojnik. No, let's go for that. Seems like a good result. Here we go. Right, this is the daughter of my Count. Okay. I arrive at dinner early today and find that I'm alone with the Count Litamerice's heir, Perchta. She's still young and visibly intimidated to be sharing the room with her king. It'd be all too easy to manipulate the poor thing to give me her legal pledge of loyalty early, but this would definitely upset Count. Okay, so let's do it. Your attempt at injustice is noticed and your vassal will be greatly offended. Or the words are said and cannot be but. So that's a different outcome. Okay, and I get a strong hook on her, and the grand tour becomes more avaricious. So I assume that means there's a better chance of making lots of money, or this adds to my stress, but 25% chance becomes my friend, 36% chance she likes me a lot more, 36% she doesn't like me. And I get even more stressed. There's two possible outcomes here. Let's go for that. Okay, so more avarice. I'm getting some money. Stromger, you got a weak hook on me. You got a strong hook on Perchta. I've concluded my royal visit, and now my procession prepares to depart. Count Stromger and his court have all lined up neatly to see me part. With everyone present, it's time to collect tribute. Can make no demands. Get him to like me more. That's what we're doing. It's another evening of my stay, and yet another foreign meal is placed in front of me. I knock it around a little with my knife, watching as the dark, unfamiliar sauce slides around like cascading mud. Oh, what I wouldn't do for some food from the capital. Just some simple pomegranate cake would be fine. I could ask Count Stromgyer for something from back home, of course, but I risk causing offence. Okay, I could just ask. My vassal accepts, and I gain 25 opinion of him. If your vassal doesn't accept, grows close to forming a rival with me, but I lose 44 stress, or I can gain stress by staying quiet. Let's go for that. Count Stromgyer has defied the authority of the crown, refused to submit to my demands. There's little I can do now, but an insult like this constitutes a crime not only against me, but the Kingdom of Bohemia itself. This will not be forgotten. No. An unwelcome guest. Another dinner has been prepared for me during my stay, and it looks to be a real winner. Salivate, just look at the succulent, steamy dish. And right as I'm about to take my first bite, an irritatingly familiar voice pierces my eardrums. Who is this chap? And my rival, Ustani, has arrived to spoil my appetite. His mere presence bringing my blood to boil. Stromgyer has offered to remove the troublesome commoner, but I sense he has an ulterior motive. If I say yes, yes, anything, Stromgyer gains 25 opinion. Okay, so I really need this guy to... Harold, yes, so let's do this. We need that bishop to like us. Right, where are we now? Oh, right, let's do it. So next place now. This is the arrival of Countess Mislava's. This is going to be a long, isn't it? Your grandson becomes more evident. I just gained another 13. Due to the obvious lack of piety condition, which worries the church, I've granted High Chieftain Budmir of Balatan a claim on the Duchy of Moravia. It is a travesty. Right, let's get a lot of money and go back and build an army. Oh, your grand tour becomes more avaricious. I just got another 50. Okay, 99% Mislava is impressed. Gains 20 opinion with me, and I get lots of renown and prestige. 1% of a bad chance of a bad result. Or yeah, let's go for that. Seems like a pretty good result to me. Okay, wandering the countryside of Radic, I go across what seems to be a gathering of peasants in a small hamlet. Well, she's Welsh. Accompanied by their proud owners. I'm half Welsh. I don't know if people know that. I'm half Welsh. Accompanied by their proud owners, plump, healthy livestock grazed, looking good enough to take a bite out of, right as they are. Peasants occasionally bring their goods to be judged, analysing their size and health. They seem to be holding some sort of festival, and as soon as I'm noticed, they're eager to show me the fruits of their labour. We should survey these lands. Okay, so my grand tour becomes more avaricious. The control level changes. I gain 50 gold and a little bit of stress. I like that. All that seems good. The stress doesn't bother me. This one seems pretty rubbish. I gain dread and everyone hates me. Nobly judged festival holding taxes go up. Go for that one. Yeah, I'm nearly on 300 from this tour, which is what I had when I went on it. I've nearly got my money back. Grand tour becomes more average. Okay, another 26, but I've spent piety. Okay, Grand Tour, shedding the mortal coil. This does sound a little bit worrying. As I continue my tour around the grounds of the barony of Radech, I hear unfamiliar voices around us. Suddenly I find my entire party surrounded by men in hoods, pointing knives and bows directly at me. One of the assassins steps forward, presses his knife firmly to my side. Happy hunting, my lord. We've come hunting kings. Though I'm at first startled, it quickly becomes clear that this is just an act. The assassin gives me a wink, and I observe that the weapon is made entirely of wood and dull on all sides. They expect me to play along and foil the attempt on my life. Okay, have at it, you swain. Everyone likes me more. I gain prestige. The dynasty of Radek gains renown, and I lose some stress. Or I'm no troubadour. Get off me. The nice one. The barony of Radek seems truly opulent, excessive place, bloated countess as its ruler. Everywhere I look, I see sights which all point to one thing. Undeclared taxable amenities. The livestock count seems much higher than reported. The countess's abode almost luxurious enough to be for a king. Vladislav suggests that I should tax the excess, since Countess Mislava's Radice has clearly not been paying her dues. Tax the countess. 100% that she pays me 50, or I can write them off and presumably she'd like me. We're here for money. Got 50. Yeah. Yes, even better. So money's just rolling in. I'm 400 now. So I should be reading those things at the top better, but mostly they're just telling me I've got more money. Barony of Radich seems like a truly opulent, excessive place. Okay, so let's tax her again. Okay, there's another 50. Countess Mislava's been quite the gracious host so far, showing me her lands, possessions with pride. So I'm immediately taken aback when she starts stammering, clearly trying to draw my attention away from an apparently unremarkable door that we are passing by. Are you hiding something from me, Miss Slava? Take advantage of her moment of stunned, shameful, guilty silence to push the door open. I'm surprised when I find a deposit of food, gold pieces, and general goods. It's only fair to share with your king, so I can get another 50 off her. Increase her feudal taxes to you. She loses opinion of me, and my tour becomes more avaricious. Kind of feels that's what I'm here for. Or she just pays me 100. I mean, this is Radech. I mean, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that I'm going to try and take Radech back. 100. I've concluded my royal visitation of Radech, and now my procession prepares to depart. It's time for tribute. She's given me another 50. Journey is violently interrupted by the sound. So I'm going to be making so much money on this trip. Journey is violently interrupted by the sound of tearing flesh, gnawing jaws, the desperate cries of a man about to meet his end. And the noise is so horrific it must have come from the depths of hell. Attempting to track the source, we find a desperate knight struggling with a wild wolf. His blade wedged between the beast's jaws, but his grip beginning to falter. Okay, this is my champion. And this is this guy who I don't particularly need. Or I can just let him die. 51%, the truest son of Bohemia gets some glory, and I gain some prestige. And also roughly 50%, the truest son of Bohemia gets some glory, but Bostius is wounded. 11, that's the lowest stress. Sorry. But I am a king. Right, my third count, Count Budivoj. I just gained another 30. This is the Countess. I'm quite enjoying my quiet dinner with Count Budivoj of Olomec and his wife. Mere moments after Count Budivoj of Olomec excuses himself, Countess Pravdomila of Olomec descends on me like a rabid dog. I'm frozen with shock, quite alarmed. Then it merely takes Budivoj leaving the room for Pravdomila to consider adultery with the nearest person. Oh, please save me from this boredom. Budivoj is no lover of mine. He's as loving as a piece of timber. Take me and love me as he never has. Okay, so he's a powerful vassal. I mean, is it a good idea to sleep with her? It's like I'll lose some stress. I don't think I'm very stressed. I'm not stressed at all. I can tell the Count and he will gain opinion of me. Or I won't tell anyone. And my grand tour becomes, you get a strong hook on her and the tour will go, that's a good result. She got any money of her own? No. Get off me, you shameless whore. Now, I think we'll go with not mentioning it to anybody and the tour becoming more avaricious. And because it became more avaricious, I think I just got another 30 gold. I've just got another 27. Getting on for 700 here. Right. Another evening of merriment draws to a close. I found myself locked in conversation with Mudroslav, of all people. Before I know it, the room has become silent, save for our conversation. Everyone is hanging on my next word. A little awkward. I'm sure I can tell a tale that everyone here would be delighted by. So I either tell something tragic, 85% of the good results, either way, 85% of the positive result. Okay, that worked out. This is the Count. It would seem that the Count has decided to put on a performance for my amusement this evening. I sit at the feast table eagerly waiting my entertainment when the Count of Olomec and I deliver the vile king... What? When Count Budivoj of Olomec and I will deliver the vile king Borivoj of Bohemia to his maker personally. Before I can respond, a wooden sword is placed in my hand. This is no doubt a performance of the time I defeated Meriadoc's dethronement war. I wonder, should I indulge this? So I can go, how wonderful. I grow closer to forming a friendship. Or I can see it as an insult. Okay, well, we seem to be more friends. Just getting another 14 and some... I spent some piety. My piety is going down and down. Okay, Zlubislav comes of age. They grow up fast. Nice. Truly, the meal this evening has been a delight. Okay, feasted, all manner of foods. Though my stomach is packed tight and closer, I feel compelled to reach for more. So 54% that I lose a ton of stress, but I gain full of dessert, and I gain full of desserts for 5 years, and that's a good thing, apparently. Very small chance I die, but there is a chance of an ache. I must stop. Well, let's gain some piety. Okay, it's time for tribute. Okay, he's defied me. There's two guys who are probably going to lose their titles at some point. Okay, so here we are now at Count Svorad. Oh, they are married now. Now, you've got to make some beautiful children. Which is the least valuable of all my Doodleby? Okay, let's give him Doodleby. See if he can build it up for me a little bit. Okay, well, we might as well claim that. And we might as well change my wife from managed domain. Lost quite a bit of money doing that, but I guess there are other benefits. Everyone's making merry. I tell another of my legendary jokes, much laughter. Look around to see Casimir clutching his throat tight, hacking heavily, growing red in the face. It seems my jokes may be a little bit too good for him. I could leap to the rescue, of course, but is it really my concern? So I can save him 50%. I save him and my tool becomes more avaricious. 50% I spend some prestige and he dies. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. 50% chance of a good result. Excellent. I'll get up and slam him. Oh, thank you. You've saved my life today. Excellent. That's great news. You owe me nothing but your company. Do I want this guy as a friend? I mean, he's got lover's pox. No, let's have a strong hook and a more becoming more avaricious. Oh, I've just died. Well, I didn't finish the tour, but I have left my son with 800 gold. I think that's clearly a very, very good place to stop. My mother died as well. No one else is rising up with this guy. I'm very tempted to take that, and that would be my 7th holding. She actually really might accept, but on decline. You see, I think by the time I've... Okay, what is my stewardship? Let's just check that out. Okay, it's quite high, isn't it? 19, 22, 27. That's definitely going to be putting me up to 8. So I could take both of these. I'm only 16 years old. I have got... I'm going to have 8 excellent holdings. I mean, the development there is 7. This place already has a temple and a city, so we get this place over here. This is just as well developed. Oh, this is outrageous. This is outrageous. So I think a very short wars to get these. This one I might even get with his permission, with her permission. I mean, I tell you what I could even do. I could probably improve this kid's... I can't sway her because she's too small. Okay. Right, I'm really, really excited for Friday's session where our King Zbislav is going to be absolutely flying ahead as far as like stewardship is concerned. He really needs a child, and that child needs to be really, really good at learning, because I think he will have been bought so much and we'll be running out of capacity, and we'll need a learning heir. But we are going to be absolutely raking in the money, 4 or 5 years from now. Wanted to make a couple of reminders. The first of those is that the save game for episode 5, episode 6, whichever episode this is, will be up on my Discord server. So patrons have access to that. If you wanted to have access to that and be able to have a look at this game as it's progressing at the various save points, they're all on there and you have access to them if you are a Patreon. Patreon is details of my Patreon are available on the notes at the end of every video. Also, obviously, people are aware that we have Strat Chat 2, which is on Twitch, and every Tuesday night we play for an hour and a half from 7 o'clock UK time. And we didn't have many people show up last time, so if you're thinking, oh, do you know what, that might be quite interesting, then come along and we do it all live, and you can tell me what to do and tell me what I'm doing wrong. And there's a couple of people that are always there who do that very, very well indeed. But we're going to leave it there. Thank you very, very much for being with us. I hope you enjoy the next couple of days, and I will see you on Friday as usual. You take care now. Bye-bye.